traffic, no cars on the road. It was magnificent. But in fact, we had the opposite. And Lorraine was at the wheel, and I don't know, I was trying to count how many traffic lights we encountered. But she also managed that very well by her observation skills. So she was always scanning in front of her, beside her, and the back. And so she knew everything that was going on around her. And as we wanted to slow down, instead of slamming on the brakes, she was just able to decelerate, slowing the car down naturally. And the other thing that we did, because we had, I don't know, maybe 15 red lights to contend with, when we came to a stop, and she had the initiative to think, how long are we going to be here for? And if it was more than 10 seconds, then it was worth her while to turn off the engine, and that's what she did. And by doing that, she also saved a lot of fuel, and it only takes 10 seconds to restart your vehicle. And besides that, it's so much better for the environment.
Yeah, so we've had the smarter maintenance before you can get in the car, of checking your tyres, checking under the hood. You've had the smarter actions, it's what you do as a driver behind the wheel. And we can all make a difference. You don't have to do anything special to your car, but then we come to smarter products. So maybe just talk about smarter products for a minute or so. Thanks, Helen.
Well, I think, like us, on an epic drive, we want to set a world record with our Canadian drivers. It's hard to beat. And if you're doing anything, it's a bit like being an elite sportist. Something. You want the best. So you want a car that's well tuned. You have to be tuned as a driver. You have to be well hydrated. Your concentration levels must be at their best. But also, you need the best product. So we chose the best product, which was Shell. And on this occasion, we used the Shell nitrogen-enriched bronze fuel. And the good thing about that is it's a fuel that's a main-grade fuel. It's what everybody uses. Drive up to the pump, got no extra price, you're getting a premium product without an added price tag. And also we decided to think about lubricants, because they also make a big difference under the hood, and lubricating the engine parts. So we used the Pennzoil, and again, as you know, John, because you've been on the trip, it's been fantastic. We've had absolutely no problems. The engine's humming. The people in the car are humming because they're also well tuned, and we're doing brilliantly.
You know, so how many of you here, just a show of hands, how many of you here would like to save 20% of your fuel straight away? That's magic. And what we noticed in Canada is that when we're in a 100 zone, we've got people doing 110. So the difference between driving at 110 and 100 is a saving of about 23% of your fuel. So that's one way of saving 23%. And then, if you drive to work 5 days a week at this point in time, and you reduce that to 4 days a week, where you do a car share, that's 20% saving immediately. Which means that for every dollar that you're spending at your Shell station, you're only actually spending 80 cents. So these are very simple tips that you can take on board. How many of you would like to go for a test drive with Helen and myself? Yeah. If you do, just come up to the table and just put your name in the hat, and we're very happy to take you out. If you want to know more about smarter driving tips, then you log on to shell.ca. It also would tell you how the Smarter Driver Challenge is going across Canada. And we're going to go out there with a Canadian team and break a Canadian world record with Canadian drivers, and then Helen and I are coming back next year to beat the Canadian record. Okay?